Hey, eat. Pick me up. Here we go.
Back.
Jack.
Lock it. Watch twitch. Watch it.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Check 13. Check 13.
2nd and 3. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the curl.
Right there. 54 miles. Record.
On the draw play, Coleman. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me. Exit. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mine's 56.
2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Love. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. 1st and 10. 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 1st and
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Red. 10 Tucson. 56. Squeeze. Get in there. No. Eddie.
Now on 1st down, Drake again.
Check.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
So you got.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Under 10. Set hut. Ready, go.
Running, it's Drake. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, it's Coleman.
Protect yourself, baby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Dante Fowler. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
To throw on third down. Love. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. The Dolphins
54 is Mike. Check. Walk 54.
Off play action. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Don't throw this way.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This time they stay on the ground. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on third down, Love. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here comes Grant on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Drake. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 30 pace, let's go. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Christian Wilkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And it's caught by Parker. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
55 mark, guy, 55.
Looking to throw. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 61 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Off the play fake. Love. He'll buy some time right. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 50. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the gun, Love. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Ready.
Back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down now, it's Coleman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's back to throw. And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. 4th down. Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check out the
49ers 5-yard line.
And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Miami, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.